Well, when you think about barramundi in the Northern Territory, the first word that often comes to mind is Mary, as in the Mary River system. This place is just amazing, Shady Camp. And if you follow IFISH and Tackle World, you will know this man, Shane Compain. He is the Barra Whisperer. Now, Shane, I have to ask, are you going to whisper up a few barra for us today?
Oh, I'm going to tether him in for you.
Oh, I love his work. Now, what's the go? Your dad actually let us use his boat, mate.
Yeah, I can't believe it. He's nice for once.
Yeah, Mr. Compain, you've done well. We promised to look after your baby. Now let's go fishing.
All right, cool.
It is a beautiful boat. That was a fair old journey down the Barra River system then. How far do we actually travel?
It's about 42 k's to the mouth of the Sampan Creek.
I just got whacked.
Where we are right now.
Now, so we've come to the mouth of Sampan here and there's probably 40 boats. It's a weekday. Is this a busy weekday?
Not really, not this time of year. You can get up to 80 to 90 boats to the mouth here.
Wow, now obviously the people are here because the barramundi are here. And my question for people who both live in the Northern Territory and elsewhere, why are the barramundi here this time of year, particularly in your March, April and your incoming tides?
Okay, this time of year you've got the major runoff we've just had. All the fresh water, so all the food source, your tarpon, large mullet, they're all coming to the mouth. Yep. And it's like a dinner bell. All the barra congregate here.
Just a bigger tides. Just a little whoop.
And they sit here and pretty much do what we do now.
So my next question, I got up at 4:45 a.m. And you said...
That's late.
You said, oh, a bit of a sleep-in, Paul. I've never come here this late. What are you talking about, 4:45 a.m?
You're normally here at sunrise. It's, you know, you want to come here, you want to catch big fish, you may as well put the 12 hours in that whole day. And being here at sun up is the time to be here.
So what you're saying is, I was a bit lazy this morning,
Gentleman
getting up at 4:45.
Gentleman hours.
Well, a gentleman I am, so let's hope the barramundi like a gentleman. A cup of tea, perhaps, Shane?
Maybe.
Shane, what's the go with that colour change there, green water to brown?
You just pretty much got all the millions of litres of fresh water coming down from up top of the floodplains, and the tidal salt water is just backing it up, and you get that distinct, perfect line. Oh, yep, you're on!
Yep, I am. Right, oh, there he is! Right on the colour change, Shane. Oh, what? Oh, no, it's not a barra.
It's a salmon.
Little salmon. But didn't this little salmon get the heart pounded?
And the fish sit on that tidal line.
Yeah, they sit on the colour change. Funny that. And what I love about fishing, because people say, surely fishing must be boring. Hello, it is not. Shane has probably caught thousands and thousands of barramundi.
And I still get excited.
He still gets very excited. I like the excitement there, mate. That was gold. I've got a little blue salmon here, you reckon?
Yep, little bluey.
What's the go with blue salmon? Look like a thread fin, but just... Oh, there's a free swimmer there. Look, is that my fish? No, there's a fish out there. See it?
Yeah, what was that?
That was like a queenie or something.
That's those, yeah. I'm not sure what they call it, like a juvenile queenfish, but that's what the barra eat as well.
Oh, really? That's why the big barra here, because so much food, eh?
Yep.
That was incredible, just a free swimming fish there. As I said, Shane's caught thousands and thousands of barras, but how excited did he still get, and how excited do I get? Here's my fish here. It's a little blue salmon, they're pretty fish. And they got plenty of stink, and believe it or not, this is what the big barra are eating. Sling him round.
I'll just flip grip him so he doesn't hook nobody. These things go nuts.
They do go nuts. You're in charge, mate.
Open your mouth. Thank you.
Beautiful. Well done. Now there's that big green yozuri, and the reason we're using green lures and white lures, mate, the fish can see in this dirty water.
Yep, the brighter the better.
And apart from using that as a live bait, as you just stated, which that's a serious live bait, are they good eating?
Yeah, they're not too bad. Fresh, only fresh. Not good to freeze them over time. Not like the thread fin salmon ones with the whiskers that we know.
So there you go. That is a blue salmon. You'll see it's different to the thread. He's got no whiskers, but what he has got is that big bulbous nose. Looks very similar to a whitebait if you have a close look at a whitebait. Good work, mate. I reckon you can dump him. Down he goes.
See you later, buddy.
Well, the heart is pounding.
Excitement.
Yeah, baby. We're catching fish. 10:52 a.m. We've been fishing for around an hour, even though I've been up since 4:45. A few boats working at the mouth here. One of the guys over there just hooked a beautiful barra. I didn't get too good a look at it, but it was guaranteed over a metre, big chromie. They're just getting a photo with it now. So we're hoping things are starting to fire up. Shane said you'll get a fish, then another fish. They'll go really hard for possibly an hour, and then they'll slowly start to back off as the tide slowly turns, then works out the other way. And it's just a numbers game. The longer you keep your lure in the water, the more miles you do, the bigger the chance of you actually hooking a fish. So never get disheartened. And the number one thing with fishing, always believe in yourself, have confidence, because I find if you believe, you do receive. Shane, to the untrained eye, people would say we're just trolling, but we're going extremely fast. What's the deal?
The deal is out here, there's no structure for the bait fish to hide. So if you're going to be hunted, you're not going to be sitting there taking your time cruising. You're out here, you're going flat out. So pretty much we're just imitating what the bait fish is doing. It's unusual with barra fishing because normally it's slow, work the lure, you know. Out here it's in the rod holder, accelerate it up to even at 12k an hour, and you watch your rod get buckled over.
So I'm actually working my lure, you're saying there's no real point?
No need, Paul.
Well, there you go.
That's better.
So I'll do it the lazy way. Just for a bit of change of pace, Shane and I are fishing the flats now, just chucking some small lures, trying to find threadfin, salmon, barra, whatever. That's a DOA prawn, beautiful little lure. What I thought was a lot of the big threadfin actually feed on prawns, so I'm just going to cast this out the back. Very unconventional. Let about 10, 15 yards of line out, max, probably not even that. Whack it in the rod holder, and the thing is, that prawn's just going to sneak along the back as we cruise along on the electric. Big barra, big jack, big anything might just cruise along and go, oh, there's a prawn, need it. I highly doubt it, but you never know your luck in a big city. We did. We were just drifting along. Oh! He's got his head in the current, this guy. And literally it's just behind the boat. And the barra's eating it. Oh, it's a nice fish too, look at that. Oh!
Here we are working, casting lures, and in the rod holder it works.
Now Shane, I don't know if you've been barra fishing long, but what I like to do is just put a little prawn out the back, because a prawn is an imitation. It's called matching the hatch.
You just surprise me every time, Paul.
That is just sensational. And you know what that proves? We're drifting ashore here. If you want to move the boat, you can.
Yeah.
What this proves is that as anglers, we get locked into doing the same thing all the time. Who would think of throwing a prawn 10 foot behind the boat, a rubber lure, and doing nothing? You got two anglers who, I got to say, we're pretty good. Well, we catch big fish. We think we're good. And the silly old prawn at the back gets a beautiful barramundi. This is gold.
How high did he jump?
Oh, I love it. Shane, can you believe it?
I can't, Paul.
That is just unbelievable. I'll just get the lip grip on him. Oh, jeepers.
He didn't like that.
He didn't like that at all. There you go. And that is a magnificent chromed up barra. When I say chromed up, he's a salty. He's got that beautiful silver sheen. And just look at that prawn, mate. Look at that.
Bobbing away in the current.
What I find is you've really got to work the prawns correctly to make them effective. Now that's a cracker fish, mate. This is probably the perfect eating fish.
Yeah, that is saltwater delicious.
So we're going to keep this fish because I love eating barramundi. I love eating Northern Territory saltwater barramundi. This day just gets better and better. And Shane Compain, I've got to say, I'm loving your work.
Paul, you whispered him this time, mate.
It's a good one. It's a good fish.
Big one, good one.
It's a good one. It's taken line. He's still shaking his head. Look at that line there he's taken off the reel. That fins. He's just smoked it.
Right, Paul?
It's a nice fish, and you're not going to believe this. And I'm not going to say a word till this comes up. But we've had a fairly quiet day. And I just thought, Shane, I'm going to try something a little unconventional. I'm not going to say a word.
You're a sicko. You're on a still.
The reason Shane's laughing at me, look at this. Look down there at my barra. Look down there. There's my first lure. There's my second lure. And there's my barramundi. You know how long that's been in the water?
About 10 seconds.
I just said, have you ever thought of doing this? And Shane said,
No.
no. So I was a bit embarrassed, so I just snuck on the second lure. There's my Yozuri crystal, you know, I've taken the back hook off. I've attached about 4 foot or 3 foot of fluorocarbon to my second crystal, you know. And this is what I call the double up troll.
Oh my God.
Have you seen it all now today?
Yep. First on the prawn. What is that? What is that called?
This is called, if you want to look it up in the textbooks or on Google, it's called the improved Worcester lobster.
Tease them up and then they grab it.
Mate, how good's that? We know what I always say, 2 lures are better than 1. And this is pure gold.
Oh, he's hooked well.
It's hooked well, all right. Well done, mate. Woo!
That was the result.
Now, is he a very, very dumb barra or am I a very clever fisherman?
I reckon he's a dumb barra.
Thanks very much. Put him back.
Spear him back in?
Yeah, just spear him back, mate.
See you, buddy.
Well, how cool was that? You just saw me catch a barramundi on a twin lure rig. Things were tough and I just thought, let's try something different. Let's be unconventional, think outside the box. Now in fishing and life, things often go your way when you think outside that square. So no matter what you're doing, don't stay within the restricted boundaries. Go along your own path, do your own thing, because you never know what might happen next. Now this is the weirdest thing ever. And I had my lures literally just floating out the back of the boat and something's eaten them again. The Worcester is doing the job today, mate. What is a little blue salmon maybe?
This is what the big barra love to eat out here, but I do not know what they're called.
That is bizarre, look at this thing.
It's like a dart almost.
I've never seen a fish like it, look at that. Now if anybody can identify that fish, please go to IFISH on Facebook and tell me what it is. I've never ever seen anything like it. But apparently big barramundi just love to chew on them. That's insane.
It's a big jelly bean.
It is. Oh, that he is. And this is all about persistence. This is nearly 13 hours since we got up this morning.
We've been trialling for what, 6 hours without a hit. And that turn, that tide's coming.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Oh, he's
Just throwing a few hooks there.
he's just under the chin.
You're all right, mate.
What did I say, Paul, on that trial? I'm changing colour.
Exactly, and it was all about the lure change. And you never know whether they were going to go on this lure all day or whether he just happened to pop past. But it's a nice fish, and this is why you do the hard yards to try and lock horns with these beautiful territory barra. And they fight good barramundi.
All right, here.
Oh, look at those tail prints as he goes. Oh yeah, he's well pinned under there. Slide him in.
Yes!
And that is just quality with a capital B for barramundi. Shane, I tell you what, he's not going to be a metre.
He's going to be a 95.
There's no such thing as a 99 centimetre barra in the territory, but he's going to be around 95. Come and hop aboard. Let's have a look at this magnificent fish.
That is.
That is just
Pop belly.
gold.
It's got a pop belly.